What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to do an in-depth tutorial slash talk through ish type of video. Anyways, it's going to be about my foundation routine, how I do my base, how I lock it in place for summer so it's a sweat proof, heat proof makeup. So if you guys are interested in seeing more about that, please go ahead and keep on watching. I would love to have you guys here. Alright y'all, so first starting off with the Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. So this is just like my moisturizer. So I'm going to go ahead and put that on. And I only use a little tiny bit. I just use my hands. I know sometimes I use like a beauty blender, but I mainly do that if I'm like, someone else. So. The extra down to my neck a little bit. Just can't forget about her. Next, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Instant Retouch Primer, and I only use this in my T-zone, and I just take 2 pumps. Again, I rub it in with my hands and just go in. And I always make sure it's like really rubbed in. That way I know it's like in my skin. It's not going nowhere. Alright, and before I go in with eyeshadow primer, I'm going to go in with the Neutrogena Hydro Boost City Shield Under Eye Serum. Sorry, it's not going to focus because this is on my phone, so. But I just take like half a pump of this because the full pump is way too much. So just half a pump, and I do it on my ring finger, and I dab it on first, just like this. And I kind of bring it down a little bit, like right here. And I'm just like pressing it in. And I just do this until it's all soaked in. And I rub it just barely though. And like I said, I'll bring it up here. I don't know if you're supposed to, but it feels good, so I'll do it. And so you kind of just have to let this dry a little bit. It's not necessarily dry, but it's soaking into your skin. So I'm gonna let this soak in a little bit. I'm looking crazy with dark circles to begin with, so hopefully this is doing something. I didn't get a lot of sleep, so that could be it. But yeah. Alright, and once the City Shield is dry, I'm gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Pro Filter Amplifying Eye Primer. And I only dunk it once and do this side of the brush on the side, and then I flip it, so like this, and then I do this on the other side. And again, taking my ring fingers to rub this in, and then I'll take this underneath a little bit too. And again, little to no pressure, because this whole area right here is just very sensitive, so you really want to be careful. I really like this eyeshadow primer though, because it's kind of sticky but not sticky at the same time, and it just works. It just works. It's good. Alright, and since this video is more based around like my skin and foundation, I'm going to do my eyebrows off camera, so I'm going to use the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Taupe, of course, and then that little Sephora brush. So I'm going to do that real quick, and I'll be right back with some brows on. Okay, I'm back. Got the brows on. So now I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay De-Slick. This is the key. This is the key. So I'm basically going to douse my entire face in this really quick, and then let it dry before I put on my foundation. Whew. Alright, and since that's pretty much all dry at this point, the key as well is this. So, Too Faced Peach Perfect. Now, this is in the shade Vanilla. It's a little too light for me. So, I'm going to mix it with the Maybelline Fit Me foundation in the shade Light Honey 242. So, I'm going to use these today because this is a good combination. They do work well together. I tried it in my last video and I really liked how it came out and I really like how it stayed. So these are really good as a mix as well. So we're going to put these on. It's like a little too neutral. I'm trying to mix it on my hand, y'all. Right, I'm basically just about to paint this on and then use my beauty sponge to kind of blend it out. Alright, now that I'm basically wearing a mask of foundation, I'm just going to blend it in with the Real Techniques Body Beauty Sponge. A little bit on my ears just to help it blend a little bit better. So this extra large sponge really does blend it out like super fast. So I'm just taking whatever's left out of my neck a little bit. Then going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Light Neutral. And then going in with the LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze. So, normally don't do a liquid contour, but sometimes I do. And sometimes it comes out really cute. So, and we'll see how it works today. And sometimes I think that, that sometimes the liquid even holds up a little bit better than the powder, at least having it underneath, because I feel like the powder sometimes just like goes away. Next, I'm going to take the Hourglass translucent setting powder, the Veil translucent setting powder, and I'm going to just set under my eyes and then kind of bake over here, set up here. So just everywhere that I put the concealer, basically, I'm going to set. Alright, so while everything is kind of baking, I'm going to go in with a little bit of bronzer. So I'm going to use the Hoola Benefit Bronzer. And this big chunky Morphe brush that's not wet today. Tap out the excess of it and I'm just going to tap it so I don't mess up what I got going on down here. Alright, and then for blush today, I'm going to use the Graveyard Girls Swamp Queen palette. And I'm just going to use the blush shade in the palette, which is Does This Thing Really Work? You can see it's got some really nice gold flecks in there. Why did I say there like that? Some really nice gold flecks in there. And it literally smells like chocolate. I feel like all Tarte products smell like chocolate. Alright, so now that I'm looking nice and rosy, everything's pretty much done baking. So I'm just going to use the same brush I used for my bronzer and just wipe this off. Almost finished with the face, so I'm going to highlight. This is the best part. So I'm going to use the Anastasia Beverly Hills and Nicole Guerrero highlighting palette. And I'm also going to use my little Morphe brush that came in the kit, and then my little Beauty Wish brush. So I'm going to start with the eyes first. And I am using the shades Forever Lit and Glow Getter. So I'm just mixing those two together. And I'm going to use this same little brush with Glow Getter and Forever Lit down the bridge of my nose and on the tip, and then on my cupid's bow. It's like a little exclamation point. Then using a Morphe brush with the same shade, so Glow Getter and Forever Lit on the cheeks. So now that we are all highlighted and glowing, I'm going to go in with the Urban Decay De-Slick again. So I'm going to set everything down, lock it in, and let it dry. So that's the key. You have to let it completely dry and sink into the skin. And I also like to take the Real Techniques face or body and face beauty sponge. I don't know why it was so hard to say, but this guy that I use for my foundation, and I kind of like pat that in. So I'm gonna do that now. So put some highlight on my chest, but just while this setting spray is almost dry, I'm gonna use this to kind of set everything in. And I kind of like pat and lift up. Alright, and since this look was all about the face today, that's pretty much it for the face. So I'm going to go ahead and do my eyelashes off camera and lip gloss off camera, and I'll be right back for the final reveal. Alright y'all, so this is the final look. Just threw on some Ardell Wispy lashes. For the lips I used the Coco K lip liner, and then I used the, what is that lip gloss called? Oh, the Vivid Hot Lacquer in the shade Too Cute for the lips. So yeah, and then do a little highlight on my shoulders, but that is the final look. So I hope you guys enjoyed a little bit more in-depth tutorial about my face, my foundation routine. If you guys want to see more videos like this, please give this one a thumbs up, give it a like, and subscribe down below, and comment what you want to see next. Thank you guys so much for being here, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!